brew.
Hey everyone, Leon here, and in this video I'm checking out the Decibullz Custom Moulded Earplugs. So one of the other problems that I've had, especially when riding on my motorbike, is noise levels, but also not that. I was looking for something that would fit in snugly inside my ear as opposed to having a lot of bulk, especially when I'm placing my helmet on. So the problem I always have with my Bluetooth headsets is they constantly falling out of my ear as soon as I try to put the helmet on or off. So I was looking at this online and I found this solution, and I'm hoping this is gonna do the job. So I'm gonna do in this portion, I'm just gonna have an unboxing first and just have a look at the general setup of it. And then I'll see if I can actually sort of custom mold it to my ear, and then see if I can actually apply my little Bluetooth headsets and put that inside the custom molded earplugs, and then I'll test it out on my helmet as well. So let's check at the unboxing. Let's open this up and see what's inside. Okay, so a few little accessories, and this is the, just put that aside there. So these are the earplugs themselves. Nice little handy little case. Obviously loads of different earplug types, and this would obviously then, if you needed to sort of stick them in, I suppose they go on this portion here where that sort of goes into the ear, and this is the rest of the custom mold where you actually just shape it according to your ear. So we'll check that out. And then it has these two little plugs. So let's say if I'm out on the shooting range, I can actually use this as an ear protector as well. So I'll test that out as well, but I think I like the functionality of it. Once again, it's going to be a question of, will my earphones fit into that, and do I need to do a little custom job to see if that's actually going to attach into that? We'll have a look and we'll see. So different size little earplugs. They're actually going to go into the ear canal as well. So we'll check that out in a short bit. So just the instruction manuals on how to do it. I'll have a look at that in a separate portion of the video. Get to that. See, just different types of modules, I suppose. So I see it also has I didn't actually know that they actually brought out a custom fit Bluetooth wireless earphone as well. But for my purposes, I actually needed sort of a dual purpose. So I needed for not only protection in terms of noise while I'm on the road, also have my earphones plugged in, but then if I'm out on the shooting range, I want something at least to protect my ears as well. So let's open these ones up, just have a quick look at them. They seem pretty firm. I was actually expecting it to be a lot softer than that. It's a very firm plastic. So I'm hoping this is actually, we'll have a look at it in a short while and see if that's gonna actually comply, or how easy it is actually just to sort of shape it according to my ear shape. And then needless to say, these obviously are the little plugs that go straight into the ear. So that then obviously fits on here. Check it out. So that slides on like that. That will go into the ear canal. And then let's have a look at this portion. This is basically the opposite end. So if you want to use it as an ear protector, that you sort of just slot in like that, and that blocks the sound going through into the ear canal. So I'll have a look at that, and hopefully, as I was saying, hopefully my earphones will fit just off the cuff. It doesn't look like it's going to. Might need to try and change something up along there. See if I can get a different shape. And let's have a look at these. just wondering, that might actually not, might work, we'll see. I know it's supposed to go in here and then go into the ear, but I'm trying to come up with different solutions for my earphones, so we'll see how that's going to work. Okay, so the next step in this process is to get some boiling water and obviously a teaspoon. Now what they recommend you do is you take one at a time and you're going to dunk it in and then let it sit there for 5 minutes. Now what I've done for this, just to see if I can try and attach my Bluetooth headsets, because they're not going to quite fit into this little space. I've actually just taken those ones out. And I'm going to try and custom mold it. Now usually what you'll do is if this is how it comes in standard, what you'll do is you'll actually attach, let's say, an ear tip. You'll stick that in and then you'll attach the little back end in as well. And then you'll drop it in there and you'll leave it for 5 minutes, and then after that you're going to sort of custom mold it and you'll sort of see how that fits, and you're going to move that around and test it. So we're going to do one, just a normal standard one, and then we're going to try the same thing, and then I'm going to see if I can custom shape it into my Bluetooth headset. So we're going to use this one as a standard version, and I'm going to see if I can do the same thing with my custom Bluetooth, well, with my Bluetooth headset. So I'm going to dunk that in there and let that sit for 5 minutes. We'll be back in 5 minutes time, and then we'll see if I can mold it. So it's been sitting in the hot water for 5 minutes and it's time to take it out. Now they also then recommend is to try and leave it there for 30 seconds before you actually put it into your ear. So I'm just going to let that sit there for a few seconds, and then we're going to test it. We're going to try and custom mold it to my ear shape. Okay, so it's been sitting there for about 30 seconds, and I'm just going to have a test and see if I can actually shape it into the ear canal. So what we'll need to do, so I have the left one at the moment, so I'm just going to try and fit it in as snugly as possible. And what they say is to try and make sure that it's not protruding anywhere, but yet that it fits snugly into your ear. So I'm just sort of pressing it and molding it as I need it. And let's see how that's going to work. And then the next step is to try and keep it in there and just let it sit. So, not sure if you can see that. I'm just going to give you a few different views there, how it fits in. So we're going to leave that in there for a few minutes, and then we'll have a look at it and see. Okay, it's 5 minutes later. I'm going to just remove this very carefully. So hopefully it's cooled down enough so it's not going to change the shape of what it has actually conformed to my inner ear. So I'm going to just try and remove it as gently as possible. And let's have a look. So that's basically what it looks like at the moment. So it made a pretty good job and a pretty good impression of my ear canal. The only thing is I'm just going to let it dry out a little bit more, and then I'm going to test difference in terms of sound, because I mean obviously it was a little bit still wet going into my ear. So I'm going to test it out again. It might need a little bit of reshaping here and there, and might actually need to just change that plug and maybe just use a bigger plug and see if that might actually do the trick or not. So I'm going to leave that there for a few more seconds just to completely set, and then we'll test out in terms of sound itself. Okay, so for the next step, I've had to sort of try and reshape it a little bit more, see if I can get it to fit snugly into my ear, which I did. The one thing I did find is I had tested all the different size little ear tips, and I couldn't really find the sort of the Christmas tree or the cone shape that really fitted snugly to my ear. So the only thing I could really do is it has a little bit more of a square ear tip that I'm actually going to fit onto there, and that actually sits a lot better than the other ones. So this is obviously preferable for my ear. So I'm just going to plug that up again, and I'm going to fit it into my left ear, and then we're just going to see how well it stacks up. So once again, nice fit. It's definitely fitting 100% solidly into my ear. The question is, how much does it actually block the sound? So far it's okay. Is it better than the normal standard earplugs that you get? Questionable. Definitely silences it a heck of a lot. I might need to reshape it again. But so far so good. Now the next step, as I was saying, the major test for me is to check to see if it's going to fit snugly into my helmet. That's the one major issue that I've had so far. So let's see. Let's give it a go. Let's see. So straight off the cuff, no issues there. I can still feel it's fitting snugly, no problem whatsoever. Let's see taking off. And once again, still snugly fit in there. No issues there whatsoever. So anyway guys, that's the quick overview of the Decibullz Custom Moulded Earplugs. In my opinion, pretty sound product. Might still need to fidget around a bit. As I was saying, I'm going to try and custom made it to sort of, you know, at least to fit my Bluetooth earphones, and then I can have this sort of shape sort of surrounding the Bluetooth headset, so that every time I put on my helmet on and off, at least there won't be, you know, earplugs falling out all over the place. So at least, you know, testing that there now, that seemed pretty straightforward, and at least it seemed like it stayed in place. So no issues with that whatsoever. So if you like this video, thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're interested in seeing more of the videos coming out, I'm going to be doing a build series on my motorbike, and we're going to test out a few different things. I'm busy planning an overlanding trip, so I'm going to get a few different types of gear for that. I'm going to be looking at mounting systems, a few different bits and pieces here and there, looking at luggage systems, looking at a few accessories for the bike, and then also getting a few different types of gear, tents, hammocks, that type of stuff. Just all in preparation for the trip ahead. So once again, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please share it around. It will definitely help me. And then also, if you like, you can PayPal me or make a small donation. That will be much appreciated. So paypal.me/ShopBrew. So thanks once again for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Shop Brew.